Welcome to the Daily Vibecasting.
Hey there.
Okay, so today we're diving straight into what's buzzing right now on X, like super rapid-fire updates.
Yeah, stuff grabbing everyone's attention. We've done the scrolling, so you don't have to.
Exactly. Let's just jump straight into the vibe of the day. First up, this massive claim getting tons of reaction.
The Bill Gates one. About AI.
Yeah, the post saying he believes AI will replace doctors and teachers within, 10 years.
Wow. Yeah, that definitely got people talking. Huge engagement on that.
But the replies were pretty sharp, right? Someone pointed out the current reality in the U.S.
Like life expectancy being, 78.5 years?
Hmm.
And reading proficiency, pretty low, around 33%.
So the question is, can AI really fix those huge, complex problems that fast?
Seems unlikely based on current research, doesn't it? There was that review pointing out the quality of AI research in healthcare and medicine isn't quite there yet.
Right, the low scores on that evidence scale, basically saying the studies aren't super solid yet.
Yeah, and plus, Pew Research found 60% of people are worried about AI taking jobs anyway, so there's that hurdle too.
Definitely a gap between the hype and where things actually stand, especially for jobs needing that human touch.
For sure. Caution seems sensible.
Okay, totally switching gears now. Space. This is exciting.
The exoplanet K218b, potential biosignature.
Yes, and this is apparently the second independent detection, with a really low error chance, like 0.3%.
That's pretty compelling, and it's in the habitable zone, which just means, liquid water could exist.
And they found water vapor. But the big thing, dimethyl sulfide, DMS.
Right, detected with 99.7% confidence by the Webb telescope. And here on Earth, DMS is mostly made by tiny marine life.
Phytoplankton, so tiny ocean critters on another planet. Mind blown.
It's a possibility. K218b might be a Haitian world hydrogen atmosphere, liquid ocean, fits with the methane and CO2 they found earlier.
Wow.
But, and it's a big but, scientists are still debating, could something non-biological make DMS, like weird volcanoes or chemistry?
Okay, so not confirmed life, but a really strong hint. Needs more data.
Exactly. Still very cool, though.
From potential aliens to, maybe miracles on a film set. This post about the Passion of the Christ.
Oh, yeah, the anecdotes from filming. Crazy stuff.
First off, Mel Gibson funding it himself after Hollywood said no. And then it makes, $611 million?
Massive risk, massive payoff. But the stories about Jim Caviezel, intense.
Struck by lightning twice. Plus the weight loss, the heart surgeries. That's just unbelievable hardship.
It really is. And the post also mentioned actors playing Barabbas and Judas and a technician apparently converting to Christianity during filming.
So a really profound impact on the people making it, regardless of what you believe.
Seems that way. Intense experience all around.
Okay, let's hit some sports buzz. Arsenal contract talks.
Right, with the young player, Miles Lewis-Skelly. Sounds like it's moving forward. Fabrizio Romano reporting on it.
Yeah, he's only 18, plays midfield or left back, and apparently Arteta, the manager, sees him as key for the future.
Definitely. The new sporting director, Andrea Berta, is leading the Docs personally. Shows how much they want him.
And the kid's delivering too, right? Scored his first senior goal for England, apparently, back in March.
Yeah, and Arsenal's been doing well, beat Real Madrid in the Champions League, so securing young talent like him makes sense.
He's been with them since he was 9. And they mentioned his uncoachable skills from the Youth Cup. Sounds promising.
Very promising. Good sign for their academy and future.
All right, finance check-in. Looking back at some very optimistic stock picks from 2021.
Oh boy. Yeah, that post revisiting those predictions. Brian Feraldi's list, right? Stocks under $10 billion that could hit $500 billion.
That was the idea. But flash forward to now.
Oof. Yeah, most of them crashed, 70 to 95% down. Beyond Meat, Virgin Galactic.
It really shows what happens when the economy shifts, huh? That move to higher interest rates after the 2020-21 boom just crushed those growth stocks.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, the good old S&P 500 did okay, up around 30% maybe. Big difference.
So a reminder about chasing hype, maybe? The SEC warning about social media pumps seems relevant here.
Totally. Diversified ETFs like SPY or VOO looked a lot safer in comparison. Boring, maybe, but safer.
Prudence wins again, sometimes. Okay, let's talk hair, rice water.
Yeah, that trend. An old Asian remedy, apparently. Supposed to strengthen hair, help the scalp.
If you use it right for a couple of weeks, anyway. The post mentioned a common mistake people make.
And the key is fermentation. That boosts the good stuff, amino acids, B vitamins.
Lactic acid, too. Supposedly cuts frizz, balances pH, adds shine. A 2021 review even backed some of that up.
True, there's some support. But then another review from 2022 mentioned dermatologists being a bit wary.
Ooh.
Well, the heavy starches in rice water could potentially cause buildup or damage for some people, so maybe use it carefully.
Moderation is key. Got it. All right, shifting tone again. What makes someone attractive?
Ah, that post referencing the Malayalam film, Maheshane Prithakaram.
Yeah, where the answer in that scene is just efforts.
Simple, but kind of profound, right? The film itself is known for being realistic, that serious comedy style. It values that genuine effort.
And people really reacted to that post.
Mm.
Some agreed effort shows reliability. Others were like, no, it's got to be love.
It's a classic debate. There was even a study mentioned looking at attractiveness and commitment.
Interesting. The film must have really hit a nerve culturally, showing the beauty in just trying hard.
Seems like it. That authenticity resonates.
Okay, next up, airline baggage rules. We've all been there.
Ugh, yes. That cartoon someone shared summed it up perfectly.
The heavy person with light bags is fine, but the light person with a bag like 1 pound over the limit gets dinged.
Exactly. The post mentioned the 50-pound limit is mainly for the baggage handler's safety, which makes sense.
But then, what about passenger weight? Doesn't that affect fuel costs too? The post cited IATA data, like 1% more fuel for every extra 10 kilograms.
Right. It brings up that whole tricky debate about weight-based pricing for flights.
Yeah, apparently a recent study found maybe half of heavier flyers might be open to it,
Mm-hmm.
but the ethical side is super complicated.
Definitely no easy answer there. Just one of those travel puzzles.
Speaking of online platforms, LinkedIn.
Mhm.
Someone called it unbearably cringe.
Yeah. Saw that.
Mm.
And the image linking the trash icon to the LinkedIn logo. Pretty blunt.
There does seem to be this growing feeling, right? A Bloomberg article called Posts They're Insufferable. Like it's lost its professional focus sometimes.
Maybe. And someone replied about getting hacked and LinkedIn not helping much, which brings up old security worries, like at that 2012 breach.
Yeah, not great, though someone else chimed in saying the Atlantic gets similar flack sometimes.
Interesting comparison. Puts it in perspective, I guess. Even long-standing places face criticism online.
True. Okay, sticking with travel vibes.
Yeah.
Airplane window shades. To open or to close?
Oh, the eternal battle. Matt Walsh was really going off about people keeping them shut.
Yeah, he was super frustrated about missing the view, especially above the clouds. Calls it remarkable.
I get that. But then so many people want them closed, right? For sleep or light sensitivity. A Thrillist piece talked about that.
Totally. And practical stuff too, like glare on screens or just the heat from the sun. A study even found high-altitude sun affects light-sensitive people more.
So, yeah. His amazing view is someone else's blinding headache. No easy win there either.
Fair enough. All right, Media News Bite. Sewell Chan is out at the Columbia Journalism Review.
Yeah, saw his announcement, and people like Tim Tompkins seemed pretty dismayed. Chan's got a solid background. Pulitzer Board, Texas Tribune.
And he was only there since September. His statement mentioned job cuts, no permanent editor for a while, economic pressures.
Makes you wonder if it's linked to the broader turmoil at Columbia University lately. The protests, the scandals. Probably a tough environment.
Could be. Definitely a quick exit.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for some tech billionaire watching, Elon Musk unfollowed someone important on X.
Oh, who was it?
Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent. Which is interesting because...
Because Bessent apparently just gave Musk's department access to the Treasury's payment system.
Whoa.
Yeah. That sounds like a pretty big deal. Bessent's a hedge fund veteran, knows his stuff. That decision must have been sensitive.
For sure. And then Musk unfollows him. Raises eyebrows, especially with Musk's other legal stuff like the Tesla case.
Always something going on there. Okay, next one's a bit heavy. This photo of tattoos potentially linked to MS-13.
Right, the Timcast post, showing tattoos that look like MS-13 on someone's hand.
And MS-13, for context, is a really violent gang. Their tattoos mean specific things.
This involves that guy, Kilmar Abrego Garcia, who got mistakenly deported, but the Supreme Court ordered him back.
But the White House is apparently saying he is affiliated with MS-13, even though there are no gang charges. BBC Verify reported on that.
It's messy, and people online are debating if the tattoos are real, if they definitely mean MS-13. Some even claim the photo was altered.
So a lot of uncertainty and strong claims flying around. Hard to know the truth from just a picture.
Exactly. Shows how tricky online info can be. Okay, let's end on something lighter, way lighter. The nickname Bobama.
Ha, yeah, saw that floating around. From the Bobama at uchicago.edu email address, right? When Obama taught there.
Yep, but then someone hilariously and totally incorrectly linked Bobama to Ludacris' song Area Codes.
Just perfect internet nonsense, that kind of random, memey humor you only find online.
Exactly. A little bit of absurdity to wrap things up.
Nice.
And that's your daily vibe casting for today. A real quick spin through the conversation shaping the moment on X.
Yeah, from AI futures to possible alien biosignatures, movie miracles, sports deals, financial reality checks. It's
Oh,
a lot.
totally. So much happening. Which of these caught your eye the most? Head over to X, join the chat. Maybe tomorrow's vibe starts there.
Sounds good. Thanks for tuning in.
Catch you next time.